Good morning, good morning. This is Billy, your mobile mechanic. What's good with the world? What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing today? How you feeling? I believe that is a tomato plant there. I'm not sure. Just been out here planting stuff. The little babies going clones and stuff. All this over here is food. Hey, it may not look like much, especially sitting next to this beautiful red truck. Okay, so they're back again with the Nissan truck. I'm not sure what year it is. 1999, 98, 97. So upon inspection, first thing I take a look at and recognize is that the alternator bolt is hanging out. Look how far that thing is hanging out off the alternator. Wow. So you may be having an alternator problem. So you have two belts. This is your power steering belt. Power steering, there's the tensioner nut. The second belt is down there. As you can see it, that's going to your AC. So what I'm going to do is go to the farthest belt that I can reach to. Give it a nice little tug. That's tight enough for that one. Pull that one. That's a nice little snug fit. So customer complained about no acceleration. What we're going to do is check this air filter. She was very particular about this. And all her clips remain on this box. These are kind of hard to find. So voila, there we are. Turn that over. There's the filter. Take that out. And you can take the filter out. Look at it from this side. See how red that looks? Nice little red. Now if we turn it over, if it's more of a burgundy color, then it needs to be swapped out. But this seems to be almost the same color. You're gonna look at it. This thing is fucking fresh, brand new. So she ain't slipping on her air filter, I'll tell you that. Then again, you got other stuff like vacuum leaks. This is notorious for this thing to break back here. A lot of people take these apart and they don't know if this valve is back here, and it's definitely off or broken. I can feel it. That's the holes right there. So unfortunately, whoever the last person was to screw with this air filter back here had no idea that this thing had this valve right here. See how it's broken? That valve is broken off and it's probably down inside the motor or it's left in Pomona or Puente somewhere. But that hose there needs to connect to that hose, completing the intake cycle. I think it's up here somewhere. I don't quite know where it is, but it's the big air filter in the middle. So you've got a vacuum leak, and this is the reason why it's not accelerating, I believe. Oh, look at that one. That needs to be swapped out. It's a bigger vacuum leak. It's not a bigger vacuum leak, it just adds on to it. It's a smaller hose. This is the bigger vacuum leak from there to this air filter housing. And that'll conclude my inspection on the Nissan truck XE. I'm moving back onto the Ford Explorer. So I just did the radiator on this one. There's the old one. There's the new radiator. I think they say it like that. Got to get a new belt, but this will suffice because it does work. I just started it up. It's not my battery, but that battery works. What I want is $3,000 for this truck. This truck is pretty nice. Hasn't been registered in 3 years or so. However, check this out. If you got low gas in her, she's not running hot, no check engine light. Hell, I ain't even got a seatbelt light on. I got my door light on. Tell you that the PCM, the computer's working pretty well. You got radio, you got a CD, whatever you're working with. So if I keep this vehicle, what I need to do is hit the junkyard, find this particular color. She pretty clean when she had a bad, bro, trust me. So hit the junkyard, get this one off. This is the hard side because we got the antenna. We got to get that off of there and get that thing through, unplugged or whatever it has to happen. Get that off because I actually banged it when I was pushing something with this truck. This is my workhorse, but I'm willing to get rid of it. $3,000, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at 909-466-6891 with inspection.